Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. This is going to be a box opening and look at the next addition in my championship collection, which is the Joey Logano Shell Pennzoil Champion car. Got it from Plan B Sales, showed up earlier this week, so we'll take a look at it. Comes in this box, which was also inside another box. They package really well. They do a box in a box, does a great job. Look at this box, looks great. You know, shipping condition is good. Lionel sent me Elites in boxes just like this. That's it. Label on the top. They were all beat up. They were all destroyed. Not happy about that. But Plan B, they did it right. So, as you can see, we got tissue paper over our box here. Looks good. So let's go ahead and peel this open and take a look here. This is going to be good. So we'll just slide the paper off. Ooh, weird. Okay, cool. Look at that. Look at that name. Joey Logano there in the bright red. That's neat. So we got some neat box art. We got him with the championship trophy, the Snapchat logo, the whole car there and everything. 2019 or 2018 Cup Series champion. As you know, I wasn't a fan of this championship, mostly because of I didn't feel that the champion won the race. But he's our champion, so I'll definitely get the car, and it'll go great with the other one of my championship cars. So that's going to be kind of cool. One of 1,225. And then we got some more art back here. Car in Victory Lane. And then the championship trophy and him holding the wheel. So Joey Logano should have won, I think, 2015. So Kyle Busch got it instead. This year, or 2018, Kyle Busch should have had it, and it was Joey Logano. So if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm not a fan of the format. I'm not a huge Logano guy either, but at the end of the day, you know, he's the champion. Probably should have been champion before, so it kind of evened out. But I would like it to have been 2015 he won this championship, because that was a championship season where this was a... It was a good year, but it was not a championship season to the standards that I personally think it should be. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's a good addition nonetheless. And so I just hope one of these days they go back to the right format, true points format, because no other form of motorsports uses this playoff idea, because it's a terrible idea as a whole. And that's just because, it's motorsports. It's not the Super Bowl, because we don't play football. You know, it's not one-on-one. This is 43 guys on one track. So let's take a look at the card, though. 36 starts, 13 top 5s, 26 top 10s. That's pretty good. Average start of 9.8, average finish of 10.7 with 1 pole. Doesn't have his wins on here. Weird. No wins. He did have 3 wins. Homestead, Martinsville, and Talladega. Logano crowned the 2018 champion, and it probably says he beat the Big 3 or something in here. I don't know. Big 3 was not really the big... I don't know. Truex only had 4 wins last year, but I guess at the end of the day, he did get bump and run at Martinsville, which he probably should have won. Roval, he got full-blown taken out, should have won, so that would have been 6 wins. So I guess I could see why he was in the Big 3, but yeah, whatever. There's some confetti from Victory Lane, which is not on the car, so whatever. Oh, this car's cool. The scallop car here looks awesome. DIN 560. Look at that Monster Energy logo on the roof. Looks good. This is an ARC, so because it's a weird edition type thing that I do where I get every year's champion, I didn't care if it was elite or not, because I'm mostly after the logo on the roof and stuff, which looks great. And yeah, it's a really neat one. It's got the logo. Let's take it off the base here quick before we go too far. So I did got my screwdriver here. We'll just go ahead and put it in here and flip it over. But as you guys know, this is after the Michigan race. I'll post this to probably not the same night, but one of the nights here. He, in my opinion, jumped the restart, not by a lot, and honestly, he deserved to win the race, and I'm totally good with him winning that race. What I don't like is how NASCAR is so finicky on who they're going to penalize and who they're not. As a guy who does like Truex, not recently, but in 2016, there were 3 different races where he got penalized for what I thought were total BS. Not because it was a rule, but it was a rule that they didn't enforce on any other driver but Truex. And, now obviously everyone calls him a whiner, but at the end of the day, NASCAR needs to be black and white on their rules, and that goes for everywhere. That goes pit road and anything. They need to be black and white on the rules, and that's how it needs to be, so that way we can have consistency. And, my main issue is with the Penske cars jumping restarts, not in the Cup Series, because I thought Brad Keselowski jumped at Kansas too, because as I said, something was weird when they went off to turn 1 and he was completely clear and the field was all spread out. But in the Xfinity Series as well, I've seen it a few times. And I want them to be consistent. They're going to call Chase Elliott for jumping a restart. Then they need to call everybody for jumping any restart throughout the race. It needs to be a concrete thing where you have a restart zone, and if you do not follow it, you have to follow the rules. So, again, he deserved to win the race. He was the fastest car, so I don't have a huge problem with it. My thing is with NASCAR coming out the next day saying, nope, it was completely clean. No, it wasn't. We all know it wasn't. That's fine that it wasn't. He was the right guy to win, but, call a spade a spade, So, anyway, let's start here down the left side. We got the Team Joey Logano emoji there. Number 1 for champion there. Number 22, Shell Pennzoil down the side here. 3 winner stickers, Joey Logano. We've got the ethanol ring. We got the wheels with the yellow lug nuts. Kind of cheap feeling, I don't know. It's is what it is. Auto Trader, snap-on. Onto the back, we have the non-opening trunk with Shell Pennzoil, 22 crew. Shell Pennzoil there. DIN 560. Logano. Let's take a look at that logo on the roof. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion there. Roof flaps do open. On to the right side. Same as the left, we've got all our detail there. The logo and then the championship number 1 there. It's got to be an iconic scheme at this point. I mean, good grief, this has run since 2011 with AJ Allmendinger, I think. Or maybe Kurt Busch. But it has run for a lot of years, so it's definitely about time that they got a championship. And I mean, it's won the 500, has won a championship. This is an iconic scheme, so cool that it finally got there. Pennzoil on the hood there. We got Ford Fusion, and then we've got the playoff splitter and playoff markings up on the windshield there. We'll take a look under the hood at the detail. As I said, it is an ARC, but it does have the same engine detail as the previous ARCs from 2017 and 2016 and so on and so forth. So there you can see inside, we just got that painted block of an engine in there. That's pretty much it. So yeah, it's an ARC. It feels a little cheap. I do like the Elites more, but at the end of the day, this is for the championship collection, so it's not a big deal that the detail isn't all there. So. Would I recommend it? Yeah, sure. If you're a Logano fan, or if you get the championship cars. Outside of that, there's really no point to these cars. Honestly, if I didn't collect all the championship cars, I wouldn't get this, or any of the other ones, really. But because I get those, I think these are kind of neat. It's one of those where I look at, I like having each year's champion like this. At the end of the day, I really do hope they go back away from this format because... I think we miss out on, good drivers getting what they deserve, which was, Carl Edwards would be a championship. Jeff Gordon would have 7 championships. I think history has been kind of skewed because of this format, and I would like it to go back. But at the end of the day, it does put on a dramatic show. So we'll go with the dramatic show, I guess, instead of anything else. But either way, awesome looking car at the end of the day. It's just the ARC. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Let me know your thoughts on the championship format and the Michigan restart. I'm a little curious to see what everybody thinks. But that'll wrap up the video. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you all in the next Diecast review.